The Stallions taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stallions offense has the ball first today. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like,
and the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly complete. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And the Stallions will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Oregon's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority.
There he goes! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, and you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, they'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders have turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Lost to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Makes it past the marker. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? You know they love their trap at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bullock. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Stallions will punt this one away. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The grab behind the line. It's Perry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior. But you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there.
Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
defense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over USF. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 50. And now the hit knocks it loose. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Got some room headed to the goal line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Stallions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Motion from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. The Stallions decide to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and angry.
Snatches it on the right. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Direct snap. It's Green. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Second and goal coming up. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action. Steps away to find some room. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Third and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Power ahead. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Going to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. And the Stallions are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Trying play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it and wings it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Gets the first himself. At the 45 on his way.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. On the run, it's Hill. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, they give it to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Stallions want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Stallions will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Got him in the open. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Stallions will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Might be looking to run. Look out, he's got room. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Green.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Stallions. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That's reeled in. It's Moore. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They're going to run it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option. The give. There he goes. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Using his legs to buy some time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Now you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. The ricochet off the left upright and through. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the beauty.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Running back searching for a hole. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play. Now deep in the opponent's territory, the defense has just been dominant on this drive.
The Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. He splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 28 over USF. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
And the Stallions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Robertson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. I know you want to stretch the field horizontally, but working a little vertical in wouldn't hurt either.
No, it wouldn't, and you got to be able to work with some space. There's an entire field that we got to attack on offense right now. That was just way too much work for little gain.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The Stallions line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think
turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. He fires to the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that, a little rub their nose in it.
And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. It's Roberts. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Stallions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Grimes. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Stallions send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on. And
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for the big play. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll send the back in motion. Hold and finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Cradles it at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give and tick, 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 tick. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. The throw. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to go down as time has run out. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another